Hi guys, so I'm going to do another scorpion stretching video, also going into how to actually grab a scorpion. So we're going to start with warming our backs up and then warming our splits up. Okay, so if you lay on the floor, arms underneath you, I'm going to just push back to an arch back position and look towards the ceiling and bring it down. Going up again. And bring it down. This time I'm going to go up and bring our feet towards our head. Bring it down. And this last time we're just going to take your arms a little bit lower, sort of towards your ribs, and try and just do as arch back as you can. Okay, next what I'm going to do is the shoulder exercise. Grasp your hands behind you, lean forward and just stretch out them shoulders. Okay, back on the floor. So, another shoulder exercise. Grasp your hands behind you and push back. So all these exercises I know we've done before, but they're really reliable and they're great for warming your shoulders and your back up before you're going to do a bridge or anything back stretchy related. Okay, so we're going to go into a bridge, so rocking a ball 3 times. Okay, and get ready to push up into bridge, and we're going to push back on the shoulders. Okay. And come down. I'm rocking the ball 3 times. Okay, this time I'm going to go into bridge and bring your arms and your legs as close together as you possibly can, which is nice and painful. Okay, bring this down. Rocking the ball 3 times. And last but not least, we're going to go up into a bridge, push back on your shoulders and hold it for 5 seconds. The nicest bridge that you can possibly do. Okay, come down. And rock it out. Okay, into warming your splits up. I'm just going to do one leg for the sake of time and for this video. Lunge onto your best leg, I suppose. Okay, and nose to knee. Now when you pull in a scorpion, your front leg is going to be on the floor. Your back leg is going to be the one that you're bending. So now the back leg is the one you're bending. Grab it and pull it towards your bum. Okay, and down into your splits. Lean back. And bring this leg up and try and touch your head. Okay. And come up. So they're the sort of stretches that you need to do before thinking about pulling a scorpion, otherwise you're going to seriously injure yourself. Now I'm going to go into some sort of ways to take that into a scorpion. I actually found it really difficult to grab my scorpion, to grab my leg at the back, and one day it sort of just clicked for me. However, it's not going to happen fast. You've got to keep persevering, you've got to keep stretching your back, and you've really got to keep on with that shoulder flexibility, because that's one of the things that you need to be able to grab it. So, I'm leaning on a fireplace here. A really good way to start, and this is actually Laura's idea that she gave me, is to put your foot, so So you're grabbing this behind you basically, but if you put your knee on a windowsill and then practice grabbing behind you, that's really good. So I've not got a windowsill, but I've got a sofa, so my knee's on the sofa, and just practice grabbing behind you. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to go into is how to grab, because it's not that easy. The easiest way that I've actually been taught is Sophie and Laura again, is to stand facing the way that your foot is facing. Easiest way to explain it, trust me. Grab your foot behind you. When I say grab, I'm going to explain it again. Top of your hand, palm of your hand and all your fingers on the top of your foot. Your thumb should be around your toes, your big toe. So, the best way to grab a scorpion is to get this foot as close to your shoulders as you can, because at the end of the day, you've got to grab it. So, when you've got your foot here, I'm going to have to try and do it without anything to balance on because you can't see me, so excuse me if I fall. When you've got your foot here, you're grabbing over the top of you with your other hand. Your other hand should get your big toe to start with. Okay, so we can go through it again really slowly. So, my scorpion leg, base leg, is my right leg. My left hand is grabbing my left foot, fingers on top of my foot, thumb around my big toe, and I'm bringing it towards my shoulder. My right hand is then going over towards the foot and grabbing the big toe to start with. As you get better, you'll be able to grab lower and lower on your foot, and eventually grabbing up near your knee so that you can pull that spike. So the next thing I'm going to go into, I'm going to go back onto my wall. It's really not good to practice stretches with walls, but for something like this I think it's kind of necessary because it is hard. Your body's all in this awkward position. You've got most of your weight on your left side, well for my case, all my weight's on my left side, and it's hard to actually balance. Once you've got the scorpion and you've managed to grab, it's actually a lot easier. The hardest bit is actually being able to grab it and get into the correct position, because once you're there, your body weight is distributed evenly and it's much easier to hold. So, fingers on top of the toe, thumb around your big toe, bring it up. Another tip, I balance my elbow on my hip bone, and then I know that it's high enough for me to grab. So, lean over and grab it, and then put your other hand on something to support you, and just practice pulling up. The hardest bit is this bit that we've actually managed to do here. That's the position that you'll find hardest to grab. Once you've got that, it's actually really easy to take this hand to your foot. It's much closer. So, we're going to go through this again, slowly. I'll try and not use the wall so that you can see a bit easier, but I might fall into it. So, first things first, grab your foot, fingers on top of your foot, thumb around your toes. Ooh, excuse me. Nope, need a wall. Grab it and pull it. So, when you're here, my best advice now is to try and get your right hand or your left hand, whichever one's left, lower down on your leg. So this is how it should look. And now that we're in this position, if you bring your body forward, excuse me, hard to talk and do that. You're bringing your body forward and stretching your leg above, sort of up to your head, above your head. That's the whole idea. So I hope that those stretches help. The best advice I can give you is start near a wall so that you've got the support, and if you are falling, you can actually put the hand nearest your scorpion down as long as you're still grabbing it. And like I say, the hardest bit is the grab. Whichever hand you are grabbing over with, once you've got hold of that foot, do not let go. Just keep stretching and stretching and stretching, and persevere with it because it will get better. Hope that helped.